New year, new decade. A lot of people are coming up with New Year's resolutions this time of year. Yesterday, we talked about how to actually be productive and do what we say we're going to do. And it was established that Chelsea and I apparently are not goal-oriented enough to even have resolutions.
Because we're living so well right now. How
I guess
can you
so.
improve?
We don't need anything. We don't need resolutions. But most of us who do have resolutions, a lot of them are financial. So here to talk with us is Val Majewski. He's with American Benefits Exchange. How are you this morning?
Yes, sir. Well, appreciate you guys having me. Doing well.
Yeah. So what's a good financial resolution to make?
Well, the most popular ones are actually pretty basic. You know, save money, spend less, pay down debt. The trouble or difficulty is getting started, right? Where do you start? So just recommend starting small. These small changes really add up over time. Something like, example, if you're going to spend less, you track your spending. Start a budget. And if you've got poor spending habits, they should be easy to point out once you start tracking that stuff.
Gotcha. How do we stick to it?
Sticking to it, and that's the tough part, right? Well, the idea is to have realistic goals, and you got to know all the variables. You got to know what your income is. What are your expenses? What are your debts? So once you get to that budget stage, you know, analyze the debt, prioritize, be diligent in paying that stuff off. Another way, I guess, you can remain diligent or stick to the goals is to automate when possible. In today's day and age, you can set things up and kind of set it and forget it. So if you want to save more, you have that automatically come out of your paycheck and be deposited into your savings account.
Sure, that is a good idea, but that always scares me to set something up.
Well, you set it, and then you're going to thank yourself, you know, months and years later when you see that money in there.
That's true.
So for someone who may be watching and thinking about these financial goals, but they have no idea where to start with a budget, do you have any tips for them?
Well, take a look at all of your statements. Most people now, you know, pay with credit cards or debit cards, so you can track everything. You don't need to know where every dollar goes because not everybody uses cash. So track your statements. Look at them month to month, and you can see where you're spending. And that way you know exactly, you may know what's coming in, but you want to know exactly what's going out because those are some of the things that really hurt people month to month.
And it may help you to set realistic goals if you kind of know what your habits are already.
Absolutely. And that way this doesn't get off track and you can stick with your resolution. You can remain diligent in it.
Yeah. Student debt, just such a problem for everybody, or a lot of people. I mean,
well,
almost everybody.
Well, when it comes to debt, you know, to be realistic in that. If you've got a large amount of debt and compared to your income, you don't want to pay it off all at once because you're going to be strapping yourself in other areas. Right. So make sure you just remain consistent, put as much money as you can towards those debts, prioritize it, and really, again, the money that you owe, you know, you want to make sure you get rid of it and get on the right side of interest.
Right. Anything else people need to know heading into the new year about finance?
Well, I'd say one of the biggest mistakes I see my clients make is not putting enough towards retirement. So make sure that you see what your options are. If your company offers a 401k or if they have a match, take advantage of that free money. If your employer doesn't offer a financial plan or a retirement plan, you can always set one up on your own. And consider meeting with a financial professional, you know, somebody that can give you advice and help you out with retirement savings and ways to tackle debt.
Val Majewski, thanks for coming in this morning. I appreciate it.
You guys. Thanks for having me.